I am him, not them.
I'm seeing numbers, I must be the one. Rain Man, yeah, they think that I'm dumb. I don't care. Let them think what they want. I don't do it for them. I do it for funds. To buy your way in cause the arm and the leg. So I run it up like the money upstairs. I'm just getting started, I hope they prepared. They counted me out, so they counted me in.
I am him, not them. Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? Happening. This Mr. Pringles the Barber, aka always cutting head honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them. Man, in the building, man. We got a special guest in the building. I've been trying to get this together. Man, we got Tony Wilborn.
Yes, sir. Wilborn.
Wilborn, the Fade Physician, the Barber extraordinaire,
yes,
the bag chaser, the dream chaser.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You doing your thing. You doing your thing.
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Mr. Pringle. Thanks for having me, man.
Sure.
Yeah, position in the building, man. Me in the flesh.
In the flesh.
Fade above the rest. Feel me? Yeah.
Hey, man, that man cave looking, hey, man, that's extraordinary itself, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, bro. I like to throw my little bar mitzvahs down here in the cave. You know, I keep it going down here in the man spot.
Where you located? Where you cutting at?
Man, I'm in Zanesville, bro. I'm down in Zanesville, man. I somehow, some way, made it up here to Columbus from Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
Was just looking to, you know, figure out my life, man. I had my son already here in Columbus.
So you in Columbus right now?
I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh,
I reside in Columbus. I'm over here in Whitehall, man.
Man, if I would have known that, I would have had you stop through.
I was wondering. Damn,
yeah, see, I thought you was in Zanesville.
Yeah, I do. I work there, so I just happened to have my barber shop there. When I went to the barber school on Broad Street, right around the corner. So I end up, one of the instructors end up hooking me up out there with a barber. So that and I started in Columbus, and I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to move out here to try to chase some more of this bag. You know what I'm saying? Just wasn't moving like I thought it would, and I went out there, and it just popped off so fast.
So it ain't that many barbers out there in Zanesville, is
it? It's a funny situation, man. So when I got there, it was just a couple barbers. One of those small towns, you know, you got a high rate of interracial dating.
A lot of mixed. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, but you got also a lot of Caucasian people too. But in this generation now, they looking for those fades. You see what I'm saying? So now it started coming to the forefront. Everybody started looking for that haircut. So it's plenty of people, but the barbers, when I got there, it was only a few. But now it's a barber school down there now, and it's starting to generate a few more barbers. But when I got there, the market was open. You know what I'm saying? Wide open.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of black barbers can't cut straight hair, so.
And that's the type of situation I'm in down there. You know, even when I try to bring people down there, it's like I'm looking for the right person because you're dealing with curly hair, straight hair, little bit of coarse hair. You know, I wish it was more. It'd be a little easier, but you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of the curly, a lot of the straight. And believe me, man, Zanesville, a lot of people think it's a small town, which it is, but it's surrounding towns and suburbs that surround Zanesville, going out 45, 50 minutes, way out to 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞 and out in New Lexington, those cities almost touching out to West Virginia, man. We got people coming in that far out because it really ain't no barbers out there. So all they know is to come to Zanesville.
How far is 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞 and all that? What about
from Zanesville? That's another 45.
Oh, okay.
50 minutes. You see what I'm saying? Okay. It's people coming in from all those towns. McConnellsville, St. Clairsville, way out there. Going out towards West Virginia. Marietta. I done had people from Marietta, Ohio.
Oh, yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's good. The competition level low.
You're right, and
Yeah.
it is. And we start, and it's funny because in the past couple of years, we had a couple of new younger barbers hit the scene. You probably know 𝐒𝐿𝐤𝐞 already.
Yeah.
You know, he out there.
He in
Cambridge.
Zanesville?
Yes, Cambridge, Zanes. Now he back out in
Okay.
Cambridge. That's 20 minutes away.
Okay.
But he was in Zanesville for the long. He back and forth. That's where he at. See what I'm saying?
So what
And
y'all cut together?
no. At one point in time, I did allow him to come in the shop for a minute. I was trying to get him in before he got his license, but he decided to go off and do his own thing, which he made the right decision.
Okay.
He decided, he was gonna go off on his own. He was from Cambridge, so he decided to kind of wiggle out there. They got customers out there in Cambridge, which is 25 minutes away. Muskegon College, all the college kids out there, Muskegon. You know what I'm saying? And
so how long you been cutting?
Man, I've been licensed.
Yeah, just cutting, period.
Man, since I was 13, so 20 plus years, bro. I'm 38.
I was 13 that age. That's when I started cutting, when I was 13 too.
Yep. So it's just funny. Like my father, he was the neighborhood barber. When I was a child, right? So he always used to make me sit there and watch him cut hair. Okay. And, it's one of those things. Once I got older, it just hit me naturally. But even when I started cutting when I was 13, I still was like, at that time, if you go back to 2000, 98, 99, barbers the profession was frowned upon. It was always like a hustle. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't see no money in it. They didn't feel like there was no money in it.
$10 a cut. They always thought we was just weed dealers, hustlers, trappers. And at that time, I'm like, okay, I can be something better. Once I got out of high school, I'm like, I tried to veer off different ways, do this, do that, college, all that other stuff, trying to find my way. But it was just clear and plain and simple that, this was the plan that God had for me, man. It was just, It was the gift that was placed upon me, man. And I thank my dad to this day for making me sit there all those hours. I didn't want to be there.
So you say your dad was your inspiration, pretty much?
Pretty much, man. He was, once he laid the clippers down, I took all his customers, my uncles, cousins, all his friends, and they already knew I was going to be fired with the clippers. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, that's Tone's son. You know what I'm saying? So
he already paved the way. He paved the way for you.
I took it to the high school, on all my teammates, basketball team, the locker room, cutting everybody up for the games, football player, all of, you know what I'm saying? That everybody knew me in high school as the barber. You feel me? Even when I went to school after high school, on the college campus, cutting, grinding.
What was you cutting mostly then? Was it more straight hair or?
No, you know what? It was always coarse hair, always the coarse hair, us, all the brothers, in the neighborhood, or around. It was all in it. And that was and it was funny because I had a auntie in law who would come bring her foster kids over, and they all had straight hair. But the only thing I knew how to do was fade it. I couldn't style it, couldn't you know what I'm saying, break it down, put some pizzazz on the top. But that's what barber school taught me. You know what I'm saying? That's
get some styles.
Get some style to it. So I was thankful for her bringing those kids through all the time when I was younger, man, in high school, because she had 4 of them. Every 2 weeks I was fading. I knew how to fade the hair, and she gave me the right clippers, some fast feeds.
The fast feed, that's what, the Oster fast feed, that's what I started with. I took my master's away for some fast feeds.
Hey, because like we was just talking about recently, being in Zanesville, dealing with all those textures of hair, man, and right now, like I know all the clippers that's out, the clipper companies that's bringing out clippers, they all have specific motors in them that's designed to cut different textures of hair. And we as barbers, we got to know that, like, these rotary motors, clippers is what's chopping down the straight hair quick and putting that blend on. You try to use some masters on some straight hair, plug in masters, it's gonna be looking choppy, blotchy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another important part of the game that has helped me, level up a little bit, just knowing what clippers I'm using on the textures, the curly hair. You got the pivot motor.
Mm-hmm.
Then, when I bring in that coarse hair, I can hit it with any motor really, but the magnetic motor is you can blend coarse hair.
So what's
easy.
your main choice of brand though? What brand you choosing right now?
Right now, man,
I got everything.
I got a couple brands, but for a while, the fast feed Oster was something that was carrying me. Mm-hmm. But as of late, I've been jumping into a few of the newer Babyliss clippers. But before, Babyliss was kind of like, it was iffy with them. You know what I'm saying? Some of the clippers wasn't performing like they said they would. But I'm starting to like some of their clippers that's coming out.
Low pros.
The low pro. Mm-hmm. Even the gold FX 880s. I learned, you got to learn how over time, after you keep using them, you learn how to work those levers, and then it start blending out. Mm-hmm. But then I got to take another clipper and kind of, if I'm doing that straight here, I take another clipper, slap a big guard in and trying to go into the top. Because sometimes that Babyliss can eat away.
It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot off.
It eat away into that straight hair real fast. You be like, hold up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
Went up in their nape and all that and tore it out. You know what I'm saying?
So what did you like when you first started? What did you find that was the most challenging about when you first started cutting hair?
What was the most challenging?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I think just mastering how to be on top of everything that's out in the game, just trying to be versatile, learning everything from, back, like I said, when I came in the game, it was early 2000, and then they start coming out with razors. Mm-hmm. Remember at one point, it was a charge for razor, $20, it was $20 extra on the cut for a razor.
You're right.
So when I went to school, I'm like, I gotta learn this razor. You know what I'm saying? Beijing's.
Yeah, I was worried about the razor when I first started. I was like, man, I can get crispy without the razor.
Yeah. But you need it. Like, hold on, I need that razor. Yeah, now we need it. You know we need it.
You need that.
I thought I was crispy in the barber school without the razor. Even when I was in school, I'm like, man, I don't really need it. But Beijing's and, everything that was coming out, the topic, the hair fiber, you just want to, that was the most challenging thing for me, trying to adjust to all the new waves that was coming into the game and really wanting to know how to do everything and not to just be in a box. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And to be able to just perform anything on anybody. Straight hair, whatever was coming my way. I just needed to know how to work it out. I could always cut, but it was like, okay.
What did you use, like, as far as, like, what do you keep yourself from getting burnt out? What do you do? Because, we can get burnt out easy. So what you do?
Yeah, man.
That thrive.
Yeah, man. And that's funny that you're saying that, because the past couple of years, I hit that mark at the end of the year. It's always seemed like for me, it's around Christmas time. After that grind, you be like blew out. Mm-hmm. And you know what I find good for me every year, right after New Year, I come back in New Year's, grind that out real fast, and I take me like a 2-week break at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Just reset my body, let my body heal up, take a little vacation with the family, with the wife.
What you do with your clients? What the clients do?
Oh man, I tell everybody, I posted on the gram like, hey, barbershop will be closed. Let them know ahead of time. Get them in before New Year. Like, hey, I'll be back a couple of weeks. They be all right. You know what I'm saying? They can hold. They wait on the physician now.
Clients be feeling like, we like rock'em sock'em barbers. Like you just be there right behind that and that go nowhere.
Tell me about it, bro. Some people just they don't understand. You know what I mean? You got to explain to them politely, like, look, man, I'm human, my body. We on this chair all day, shoulders uneven, unlevel, barber chair too high. We got to keep that barber chair low so them shoulders ain't burning out.
Them damn feet be hurting.
You got to keep the pads and,
Yeah.
I'm dealing with a wart on my foot right now. I'm praying to God that I could start taking more care of my feet. That's important. You know, we want to be in this game for a long time, bro.
You gotta go to that go to that place once a month. There was that pedicure and all that.
Yeah, bro. I need one right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start dropping these New Balances. I already said the New Balances is a must. I said that's on the agenda next. I've been talking about that. I gotta give me some
Huaraches is good too.
Huaraches.
Huaraches is good too.
I've been trying to cut comfortable. You know, we want to be fresh and all that while we in there, trying to look stylish.
Exactly.
You know, we want to be fresh sometimes, but it's like, hold on, them Jordans is hurting my bunions, bro. You know what I'm saying? Air Forces got my bunions on swell. I gotta take these. You know, take these ones off.
What you see as far as like what benefits did you notice as you became once you became a barber? Like what did you know any benefits that you feel like?
Yeah. Oh, I noticed it, immediately, man. Especially when you're coming up out of barber college and you've been for a year getting $2 tips, and you ready to see some money. I mean, flat out. You know what I'm saying? And you notice once you're in that barber environment, a real barber shop, clients appreciate you more. They appreciate your skill more. They appreciate what you doing more. And they go pay you, you know, because they realize like, okay, this is a real establishment. It's a real barber here. He's licensed. You see his license on the wall.
So you prefer a shop? You prefer the shop over a suite?
No. You know what? That's I like the suite idea now. I really do.
I'm all sweet.
I really do.
I won't ever go back to the shop.
Yeah, I'm looking, and you know what? I'm looking to have that pop off for me right now. I'm in my barber shop, Fade Physician barber shop, obviously.
Okay.
I just how it came along, you know, it just that door opened up for me to open up my own barbershop once I was in Zanesville for a year. You know, I built that clientele up and I was like, oh, it's time for me to get my own. Boom. So I just made it happen just that fast. But here in the near future, I'm looking to, you know, have a space that does have a secondary spot upstairs where I can do personal cuts and turn it into that studio vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I really like that idea, bro, because you can personalize it, make it your own.
Customers and that's like it too. A lot of customers like that.
Yeah, that scene and that ambiance itself demands more money, more of your time.
It sets you apart.
It sets you apart.
Yeah, it's like it's it's really good too. Like, but you already had your own shop. I think it's good for people that haven't had their own shop yet. It's like a pregame to getting your own shop. It helps you start your brand, focus on your brand. Wow. When you're in the middle of the shop, a lot of barbers get distracted by other barbers.
It do.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So
yeah. And that was one of the reasons. Yeah, that was my bad. That was one of the reasons that I kind of did go out to Zanesville because I knew a lot of the shops here had 10, 15 barbers in it. Yeah. And just them, they can cause you to lose clientele just from what they talking about.
Exactly.
What they smelling like, if they smoking, drinking,
all that
they talking about. You know, grandma might be like, "We like you, baby, but we can't come over here no more." You know what I'm saying? You losing that client, your client gone.
Exactly,
you know you're right. So that was one of the things. Yeah. But I feel you on that. That studio vibe is definitely. I think we're gonna see a lot more of that in the future. I'm seeing. I believe so. I definitely am looking forward to possibly owning something like that here in the near future. That door opens up for me, and I believe it will. So,
what as far as you know, everybody got this social media thing that done blow it up. That changed the whole barber game.
Yeah.
So do you have any barbers that's out that you like? You would say you look up to or anything like that you follow that you?
You know what? It's so many of them, man, out there. You know, it's so many barbers I see that's changing the game and trending. Most noticeably on that Fabulous team, you know how they've been doing it. They got a lot of dudes, and the way they treating their barbers. Like I went to one of the shows and checked it out, and it was like, okay, I see what they doing. Like, especially if you got your own studio or shop, you can go away on the weekends, be a platform barber, talk on the stage, show people how to do a fade, make anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 just that weekend. Come back to your shop Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Back in business.
Back in business. So I like how working for these clipper companies have evolved. I always, in my heart, I went to school to be a teacher, and it didn't work out. So I feel like that's another door that God has opened for me, being able to teach on clippers. You know what I'm saying? So not that I can't teach school no more, but
just the whole process of teaching, period.
Teaching. So I'm looking to getting into that in the future. Might be the near, maybe a little later down the road. But to answer your question correctly, it's just the number of barbers that we follow. You know, it's so many of them on Instagram. You can look. I like what the dude Hawk is doing. Hawk the Prodigy. Hawk Sauce, man. He doing his thing. You know, blessed. What's the one dude? Frank the Barber.
Right. Okay.
It's a couple of them out there. I was a little salty at what's the dude that do all the art for Babylon, all the
who the dude with the earring?
No, do all the design, put the designs. He doing art on the walls and
you talking about
the artist dude
Rob
Rob Original, man.
Rob Original with Babylon. He with Babylon.
Yeah, you ain't know he dropped his first clipper, Babylon. The first clipper that they bought out was Babylon with Rob the Original.
Okay.
But everybody went and got that clipper, which is why I'm salty, because that clipper was designed to do portraits in your hair. It wasn't designed to do lineups. You couldn't zero him out. So that's the reason I'm mad at him.
Okay.
I bought that clipper. I threw that across the whole barbershop. I said, man, this clipper.
Yeah.
You could not, if you go look at the reviews on that clipper, nobody could zero that clipper out.
I'm gonna go check it out. I didn't even know Rob Original was, dang, that's
crazy.
You know, he doing the salt pictures and all that.
Yeah, he doing all
sugar,
he's really a barber. Yeah, Babylon, he was Babylon's first platform artist. Them clippers sold millions, I'm sure. I know he's still sitting on that lump. He's sitting on mine. I want it back.
Let's go to some work.
I want my $50 back right now.
Let's go check out some of your work, man, while we on.
Okay.
Let's see. There we go. I already got you up. Oh yeah, see, that's that straight hair. See, that's that style you talking about.
Yeah, man. See, I had to learn that, Mr. Pringle, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy to do, you know. A little studying, you know, to all my people out there, all my barbers, man. Look, just get on some videos. Look on YouTube. It's a lot of styling artists out there. 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞 the Barber, one of them, he over in England, he's styling the head out of hair.
You said 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞?
Yeah, 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞 the Barber from the UK. Slick dude, he's styling them out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I had to do, man. And it ain't cheating. You know, we can go on YouTube and look at everybody work and see what they doing.
That's how that's what we do.
That's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. It ain't cheating. Even when you in barber school, all you barbers out there, look at your neighbors, see what they doing.
How do you feel about enhancements?
You know what? This is how I feel about enhancements. Enhancements are good when they're used properly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
I feel a lot of people overuse them. Overdo them. But I feel if it's used properly and just to and here's one thing. A lot of people just throw it on their clients, put it on them, don't even ask them. It's an extra service, what you're supposed to make money from, obviously. So
yeah,
you know, you want to let them know, hey, look, man, you want this? It's about to be an extra charge. I got you. It's gonna look nice.
So you charge extra for enhancements within your?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. That's an extra charge. If I'm gonna do the 10 for the beard, 5 for the lineup and 10 for the beard. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna put that enhancement on you, and I just feel like a lot of barbers overuse them, and that's when we go to Instagram and see a lot of the cuts looking the same because those enhancements, they putting them on so much. But I mean, hey, it's part of the game.
You got layers and enhancements, huh?
Yeah, you know, right. And I ain't mad at it. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's making people extra money. That's why barbers are able to charge $50 and $100 now. Everybody charging $50 to $100, and it's because of the enhancement. So that's a good thing. We making more money now. Barbers are worth more.
Because for one, once the social media came out, they started adding enhancements. Now the bar has been set up. Now people are looking for a particular cut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So. And I'm all about that. I'm all about us as a whole a whole unity as barbers making more money. If that's gonna get us up there to where we're respected, you know, as far as financial wise, hey, so be it. But you know, I just hope we, you know, because here's the thing. Here's the bottom line. When that client go home and that enhancement come off, you know what I'm saying? He gonna feel a certain way about you.
You're right. So you gotta make sure you know how to apply those enhancements. You gotta know what enhancements you need to use and how that goes.
Right. So for me, I go through the whole haircut completely, line it up real crispy, make sure it's crisp first, then come back. And then roll over with that enhancement.
And throw the rims on the whip.
Then it ain't right. Yeah, you ain't about to go home and talk about me. I had a couple people come to my shop like, man, I went down such and such. Man, I was about to go to the club, hopped in the shower, all that. It ran all off my face, hair, you know. Got out the shower, it was gone.
Don't be out there in the sun talking. Somebody might be hollering at a female. Yeah, just dripping.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, dripping. Yeah, you got drip rolling down your cheek, but it's funny, but you know what I'm saying? It happens. It didn't happen to dudes. Football, my little football players, they be mad like, man, my whole helmet got black gunk in. I'm like, damn, bro, why you tell him put it on for the game, dog? You should have told him hold up.
Hey, I do got one question, man. What's going on with? I'm going to the meat and potatoes, man.
Go ahead.
What? I mean.
Oh, 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞.
What's happening, y'all?
Man, I'm
looking for this dude named 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞.
Man,
God,
I'm gonna explain this one.
Be the best barber on the Midwest. I think that's what he is. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott,
right,
cutting their hair.
Yeah,
he was on.
What's going on with that? What happened?
Yeah, so man, look, your boy 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞. So this what happened, bro. We was me and another barber was having a little altercation.
That's the key cut. The key
cuts.
Okay,
yeah. I tell you, it's a little. We got some barbers out there, man. You know.
Okay.
And like I told you, you know, I was fond of the young man. You know what I mean? We was cool. Boom, boom, boom. He doing this thing, but he get to talking about all this goat stuff, right? So I'm like, hold on. I said, okay, so look, my dude. And like I told you, I know him. I used to have him in my barbershop cutting sometimes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He got his license. But anyway, I was like, so look, you the goat. All right, look, why don't you bring your clippers? We go set up in the shop, pull out the ring lights, what you do, we go put it on social media, and we go see who the best barber is.
The barber versus. Yeah, a barber versus. Yeah,
that's what I was trying to make the situation about. That's the only, this is what I said to him. That's the only thing I said. So he attacked me verbally. After that, he attacked me verbally.
So it went more personal, or was still on the barber thing? Like
no, he went off the whole subject. I'm like, he said, "Oh, you old Nick, old dude. You know, you man, you hating on me because I'm flying out to LA every day, and you know I got rappers and NBA players and all that on my page. You know, I'm like, okay." I was cool with that. I was happy for the young man. He, like I told you, he decided not to come in my barbershop, which he made the right decision because he went out charging cats $50, $75 and they was paying it. So I'm like, cool, he made the right decision. He couldn't have came in my shop and did that.
Okay.
So I just felt like all the barbers in our little town should have been offended. He talking about he the GOAT now, and I'm like, okay.
So you feel like I'm about to stand up for this. I'm about to stand up.
Yeah, I'm like, hold up, GOAT, hold on. You nice. But I was just, all I said to him was, look, come down. We're going to put these clippers up, and we're going to just let social media be the judge. And he, oh, man, oh, nigga, man, you hating on me, you hating on the young and all this. He just came at me crazy. And I'm like, bro, I said, my man, all I said was just let's have a barber challenge. Oh, nigga, man, get off my page. You hating, man. So I said, okay, now I got to go to I ain't even no rapper. I just went, he started rapping.
Yeah, I seen the little exchange. I seen the exchange from the rapping thing. I'm
like, so I said, okay, so I'm gonna have to meet him at the rap then. That's what we gonna have to. I needed my round.
Y'all doing innovative shit, man. I mean, that's rapping barbers, man.
I needed my round, and I ain't even no rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, back to 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞. He hops on the page, on the key page, and leaves some comments, some laughing faces, some comment. So I always knew who he was, 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞. You know what I'm saying? But
Cuts can cut.
Yeah, I always knew who he was, 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞. You know, but I always felt like I was on that level too. Like, hey, he cool, he nice barber, I give it to him. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm on that level too. But once he jumped in and chimed in, I'm like, hold on, bro. Which was a lot of people chiming in. I'm mad at the time. So he picked the wrong time to chime in. So
you basically going at whoever speaking.
Yeah, whoever. And then it was another barber in Zanesville. I don't know if you heard of him, Prince of Cuts or not. But anyhow, had a little situation with him. You see what I'm saying? The man hacked my Instagram page up. Didn't want to see me proceed and prevail.
What you mean hack your page?
Bro, I know somebody right now that can hack your page and shut your whole social media off.
Oh yeah, I done had my page. Something happened to my page a minute ago.
Yeah. It's people out there like that. And
that's crazy.
I talked to some people that, and it just came back to circle. And I'm like, oh, I confronted the man and everything about it. Like, bro, I know you ain't hacked my page, man. So that's a whole nother story. So I was just mad at everybody, but 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞 jumped in the fire. And
so
had to fire back on him too,
man. Would you battle though? Would you go do a barber versus?
Yeah, I already said. I told him on the thing.
I'm gonna tell you now, Cuts ain't gonna do no barber. He ain't gonna do nothing unless it's about unless it's about a bag. I know for a fact Cuts ain't making no.
Yeah. I already said it to him. Like, hey, let's put these clips. And that's how I was coming at. I ain't even coming at him. And I respect 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞. I'm not coming at him on no young boy, let's fight and all that.
Oh no, like, yeah.
I'm not on that. But he had his little couple comments, my dude got your chest open and all. I'm like, okay, you got my chest open, okay. You know what I'm saying? He had his little funny comments. So I'm like, all right, we went back and forth.
So what you think you got a better chance with 𝐒𝐤 over Cuts?
Huh?
You think you got a better chance with 𝐒𝐤 over Cuts, or you just feel like shit? I take any
man, bro.
Right now, like,
bro. 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞, I want him.
You want Cuts?
I want him, and Cuts. He ain't coming because he running, so he don't even want it. I ain't even gonna go back with him. So he out the picture.
Cuts gonna start at 10 bands. I know for a fact Cuts gonna start at 10 bands.
10,000 for the challenge.
10 bands on the bag. It's gonna be 10 bands for the bag.
Man,
that'll be I know for a fact that's what Cuts.
Gonna take my house note in my I'm gonna have to take out of the mortgage.
Oh man. I was wondering how Cuts got in that. Yeah, okay. I see how,
Yeah, that's how he got
with them Clippers, man.
And it ain't no hard feelings, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at the man by far. I was willing to make it into a haircut. That's what I said. Let's bring out the Clippers cut so we can cut. I can come to your spot. You come to my spot. We can see what's going on. He said he's gonna have somebody come smack the clippers out of my hands. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Damn, y'all went all the way personal. Y'all went past the Clippers.
Yeah, we went past the
Y'all
clippers.
went past the
He
Clippers.
was having somebody come smack the clippers out of my hand. I was like, I ain't get violent with him. I ain't say I was gonna have nobody come shoot up his shop or nothing.
Yeah. It's a Barber. You know, that's like one of those. It's all the Barber game is a competitive game. You know.
Yeah, you know, right.
I did a Barber versus a minute ago. I mean, that'd be a good look, a Barber versus. But you probably want to stay with the root first. The root would be, you know what I mean, where everything started from. I didn't never know that Key even worked in your shop. I never knew that.
He didn't necessarily stay for a long time. I would have him in periods of time while he was working, getting his grind on until he decided what he was gonna do.
Okay.
So it wasn't like every day for months. You know, he came in, you know, a number of times and cut with me side by side.
Barber school.
Yeah. Came side by side, you know, cutting in there with me, and I let him. Just was trying to fill him out, see what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Key Cuts, you know, he doing his thing. I can't say he ain't doing his thing. The man doing his thing. You know, I can appreciate what he did. You know what I'm saying? So,
but he made a song. He hit you with the song.
Yeah, he hit the song on me. You know what I'm saying? Then I clapped back. I don't know if you got a chance.
To hear. It's on the page.
No, I took the after he clapped back, I responded and I took that off the page as of recently. My wife was cussing me out.
She like, yeah, you need to calm down, man.
You need to get that rapper stuff off your page.
Oh yeah.
Wife cussed me out. I'll send it to you though, let you hear it, bro. But I don't know.
Yeah, send it through, man. Send it through. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I definitely check it out.
You about cuss me out about it. So I'm like, oh man, let me tell you, I'm tired of hearing her mouth.
I know how that go.
I'm about you losing people, you losing. I'm like, all right, man.
You ain't losing nobody. You should, if anything, you probably got more attention.
That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, my wife, you know, we got those spiritual women in our life who all
right. You right.
You know how they is.
You're right. I know how that go.
You know how they is.
You push it. Stop with all that negativity. That's what
that was the first thing. You negative. People don't, you know, so you know, I ain't known for being a rapper. So I had a couple people approach me. Oh man, man, that ain't you, man. I'm like, man, look, bro, this is necessary. Don't say one more word to me about it, bro. This just gotta happen right now.
Man, you doing your thing though, man. You doing your thing. I can see you a determined barber. You know what I mean? Yeah, a fearless barber. I mean, that's what we gotta be. Especially, to be great, you gotta be fearless and you gotta be determined. I mean, so I'm watching your work. I'm watching the work.
Yeah, man. I'm really you know, we hit those walls where it's like, okay, now we got to take everything up to another level. Sometimes we get satisfied where we at, you know, with the money we making, and we tend to feel like, okay, I'm cool where I'm at right now, but you know, it's always you can take things a step farther. So I'm scratching that surface right now, where I'm like, okay, what's next? What's next for the Fade Physician brand? You know, it's time to just level up a little bit, you know what I mean? And try to see where to go. You know what I mean?
And, you know, just never settle. That's it.
Never settle, man.
It's always room to grow in this game. Like it's the sky. Yeah. It ain't. You're gonna forever be learning in this.
Ever learning, man. You see how new stuff is coming out every 3 months, some new hidden scene, some new way. And I'm gonna get with you, bro. I need that class, man. I need that unit class, bro. I've been trying to find time to do that. I'm so tied up in Zanesville all the time. By the time I get home, my toes hurting. And I'm like, man,
for you though. I got like online classes too. So we'll,
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got some online classes.
Man, dude, so. I'm blocking. Don't even worry about it. It's gonna happen.
We're gonna make that happen. Yeah, I got you.
It might, and it's probably gonna be over my Christmas break, over my holiday break.
Yeah. The 2 week hike.
The 2 week, the 2 week chill out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get with you around then and knock that out. for sure.
I got one more question before we get out of here.
Okay.
So, you know, I see the determination. I see the what is it? The Mamba mentality. I see it in there on the page. I've been, you know what I mean, keeping up.
Sure.
So
sure.
if you had to compare, I wouldn't even say compare, what type of animal would you say identifies with your brand as far as what you're doing? If you had to identify with the animal, what animal would you identify with as far as your barbering?
You know what?
So you weren't prepared for that. That's exactly
I'm
why.
gonna go. No, that's a good question, but I think I'm gonna go with a. I'm a right now the way they doing dogs, all these new. I'm gonna go with the bully dog.
Are you the bully? Okay.
I'm the bully dog.
Why you choose the bully?
I'm gonna choose the bully because, you know, if I'm gonna stand up for mine, I gotta get mean. I'm gotta get mean. I'm gonna have to get dirty, but I can be a loving, caring person.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, as I know, dogs can do that when you train them to be that.
Yeah.
So it don't always have to be that dog rah rah rah.
You're aggressive.
You see what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm about that. You know what I'm saying? If it's got to go there, it's got to go there. You feel me? So
the bully,
the bully dog.
Hey, and
dog,
you know,
period.
Hey,
pit bull, bully dog, boxer.
Anything with pit in it, basically. Anything, anything with a pit. You basically say, I'm a dog when it comes to this barbering game. I understand.
Oh, feel me?
Man.
That's what it is.
Man, I appreciate you stepping in, man.
Yeah.
You stepping in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it up since you here. I'm gonna set it up again for you to stop through.
Yeah, hey, bro, I will.
Yeah,
I'll definitely pop in, man. I'll definitely pop in on you, Mr. Pringles, man. I appreciate you having me. Appreciate you.
Oh, for sure.
Appreciate you discovering me, finding me, or checking me out.
I found you. I seen you. I seen you. But then when you did, I think with the rap battle thing and all that popped up, I seen it. I was like, oh shit, what's going on? This is innovative right here.
Okay. Right. Everybody liked that. So that was a lot of good publicity off that. So yeah, I can't lie about it. It was.
Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Blessings, man.
We'll get that unit thing taken care of outside.
Oh yeah,
man.
Yeah, that's going down for sure.
Okay.
We locked in, man.
Keep up the good work, consistency.
Yes, sir.
Do your thing. I'm gonna have to take some pointers from you. You got the shop already. See, I'm in the suite. I'm doing my thing.
Hey, man, you in a good space, bro. You in a good space. You can charge that 100. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can charge that 100. I like that. Trying to get on your level, Mr. Pringle.
Hey, man, we working. We gonna make it happen.
For sure, my guy, man.
All right, bro. You have a good night, man. Enjoy. Be blessed.
You too, man. Stay blessed, my guy.
All right, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.